A law that's been in the books almost 7 years, the Massachusetts Safe Driving Law. When it passed in 2010, it was touted as a major public safety initiative. But these days, there are strong signs it's not working as it was meant to. Adam Riley has more.
If you're wondering how well the Massachusetts Safe Driving Law works these days, ask yourself, when you're behind the wheel, do you ever text or check your email or go online? The Safe Driving Law bans all those things, yet we keep right on doing them.
This law that we have in place now is not working. We have to do something about it because it's really getting dangerous out there.
Victor Flaherty is the police chief in West Bridgewater, which is known for an aggressive approach to distracted driving. Last week, a one-day sting there yielded nearly 80 citations. But Flaherty says drivers don't really seem to care. In part, he blames the culture.
Everybody wants an answer yesterday. When you email them, some instant gratification. I got to get an answer back.
But he also blames some big loopholes in the Safe Driving Law itself. If you're busted for texting and driving, your insurance doesn't go up. Also, it's still legal to make phone calls and to use navigation aids like GPS devices or Google Maps. So when an officer nabs a driver they think was texting or emailing,
it gives them an out, gives them an excuse.
He thinks Massachusetts needs a new law requiring that all cell phone use be hands-free, and he's not alone.
Any law that is unclear about what you can and can't do is problematic.
Emily Stein heads the advocacy group Safe Roads Alliance. In 2011, her father was struck and killed after stopping on the side of the highway by a driver who was programming her GPS.
My dad was killed instantly. He was a teacher, he was a carpenter, and he was the safest person I've known.
Stein also has a public health background and says the numbers clearly show that Massachusetts should do more. She cites a National Safety Council finding that from 2014 to 2016, car crash deaths nationwide jumped by 14%.
And that has not happened since 1964. People are speculating this is because of distracted driving.
Still, the data can also be murky. The state told me that of 359 traffic fatalities in 2014, just 2 were caused by distracted driving, less than 1%. The big political question is whether a hands-free bill could survive a veto by Governor Charlie Baker.
So now we're just going to let people who can afford to put a Bluetooth in their new car to have the ability to talk when they're in a car, but we're not going to let anybody else. Let me think about that one a little.
An objection that makes Victor Flaherty lose his patience.
Well, that's ridiculous, okay? What's the cost of someone's life, okay? The cost of getting, to have your vehicle hands-free is minuscule today. I mean, we're really talking about safety. It ain't about cost.
Adam Riley joins me now. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Jim.
Speaking Hill's heart even into this whole thing, I think we're like the 20th state in the country, really at the end of the line
somewhere
to even do this. So are they really into
Going
this?
all the way back to 2010, there have been legislators who are very passionate about the need for a hands-free bill, but there's also been ones who were concerned about government overreach, civil liberties concerns were raised, and then there are the purists who say, well, that's going to make people think hands-free driving is safe, and it isn't. So far, those objections have carried the day.
It turns out you and I did the exact same math today, just by chance. We both calculated how many tickets were given for this, and last year it's an average of roughly 17 or 30, something like 30 a day. I see as many as 30 people texting and driving between here and the first red light I hit leaving GBH.
Everyone I see when I'm coming in westbound on the Pike in the morning, they're all going 70 miles an hour, and they're all staring straight at their phones.
So everybody on Beacon Hill knows this is not working,
Enforcement has actually gone up with something like 1,000 citations in the first year, up to nearly 9,000 last year. But you still have like 200,000 speeding tickets issued every year, so a drop in the bucket. Yeah.
Last thing is, you said, I think your words were, the big question, or the whatever it was, is will the governor sign a bill? To me, the big question is, will the legislature ever get him a bill? Will they?
Well, you're right, and I'm not just saying that to kiss up. I mean, in the past, we've had the House in favor of hands-free and the Senate opposed. Then most recently, we had the Senate in favor and the House opposed. I would not bet on it happening, even though it strikes me as a really good idea.
I am so with you. Nice to see you,
Thanks,
Adam
sir.
Riley. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.